Fuck it. Just go live now. Why even prolong the inevitable, man? Why?
Gotta rip the Band-Aid off, my boy.
Let's get to it.
Here we go! Yeah, here we go! Wait, take Cowboys.
Throws back of the end zone. There's
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Motor City Roar podcast. My name is
Oh man, I like that, Corey.
Bro.
We literally called it.
I don't even.
I think we might have called every key point on both sides.
Every single one.
Every key point, bro. Golly.
I'm telling you, man, I know this team. I understand how they operate. You know what I'm saying? I understand everything. And if they don't, bro, they should just listen to Cowboy Spit. I'm telling you, if they want to know keys to the game, just listen to Cowboy Spit.
I mean, but what could y'all have done? Y'all was very hurt.
No.
On defense, yeah.
They stopped the run last week.
That running offense or our running offense?
Doesn't matter. They stopped the run.
Listen. And then, of course, the best O-line in the league. Like,
true. But you stopped the run. Chris, at one point in the second half, I just looked at my phone, right? I looked down at my phone because I'm like, damn, David Montgomery's going off. He was averaging 8.1 yards a carry. That's high school numbers. Like, come on, man. Somebody was sitting like behind us, right? They was like, damn, Donovan Wilson knocked the shit out of him. 12 yards down the field. The fuck?
Small wins, bro. Small wins.
Anyway, man, 47-9 is your final score. Bro.
Oh, man. It ain't.
Bro.
I'm trying to make it seem like it's not that bad, bro.
47-9 is your final score. I hate Mel.
What up, Mel?
What's up, man?
Hey, I can't wait. I'm so glad. I said it in the group chat, man. I'm so glad I got tomorrow off. I'm going to set my alarm to wake up to watch First Take.
Bro.
I want to see what Stephen A. got to say.
47-9 is your final score. Jared Goff, this is crazy. Jared Goff goes 18 of 25. He completed 18 passes today for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns.
It was effortless.
Bro.
It looked almost effortless.
Bro. David Montgomery, 12 carries for 80 yards, 6.7 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns. Look at Mel.
No, you happy about the Cowboys lost too.
You better be glad I'm recording, man. Because I started just to come home and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll get into that in just a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
I got some insight to that too as well.
That's crazy. So, I'm not a big Hutchinson fan. I'm not a big Aiden Hutchinson fan at all, but I do not want to see anybody get hurt, and especially not like that. They showed the replay one time, and then after that, they weren't showing it.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, we're not gonna show it. Like, I had to go see it on like somebody took a still picture of it and put it on Facebook, and I'm just like,
yeah, it's not good. Yeah. They said broken tibia is what they said.
Broken tibia. Immediately got put into surgery. So somewhere down there in the Dallas area hospital.
Yeah, they do a good job at that. That's Dak's same injury, except he just had a compound fracture with his. He broke tib and fib, same injury. They fixed him up. Shit, he was walking in 2 weeks. He had on the boot, but he was walking.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see him again for the rest of the season. Long as recovery good, no setbacks, rehab, He'll be back for next season.
It's not a major joint. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be him having to deal with the thought of it in his mind. You know what I'm saying?
Getting past that mental roadblock.
Getting past the mental roadblock, yeah. Gibbs had 12 carries for 63 yards, 5.3 yards a carry. Leading receivers, Jamison Williams had 3 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown. Sam Laporta had 1 catch for 52 yards and 1 touchdown. That was crazy.
Hey, Ben Johnson was over there cooking up some shit.
They've been planning this for years. For a year. They've been planning this.
I was like, okay, they being disrespectful at this point because they was trying to get a lineman a touchdown, bro.
Man, this was the plan.
They was trying to get linemen involved all game.
Your bye week, man, is always like, okay, how are we going to play out the rest of the season? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? You can tell that the Lions were like, nope. Our off week is to plan on whooping Dallas's ass. How can we just embarrass them at home? Embarrass them. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 4 catches for 37 yards. Tim Patrick had 3 catches for 68 yards. The list just goes. Gibbs had 3 catches for 28 yards. Cowboys, Dak Prescott, 17 of 33 for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 interceptions. Here's the crazy stat about Dak. Dak dropped back 33 times and 24 times he was under pressure.
Jeez. That's rough. Is that on Dak? Is that on the O-line or what?
Bro, they breaking free. I was texting you during the game. They free. I mean, like, they not touched.
Butt ass naked. And Aleem McNeil is a big dude, and he was getting back there fast.
Free. It's what happens when you're not touched.
Man.
And what they were doing, man, was it wasn't even like they were stunting real crazy, right? They were just slanting down real hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the defensive tackle or Aiden Hutchinson would loop in and just come straight at Dak. And he's trying to maneuver. And the thing about it is, like, that 0.8 yards of separation shit is real, dog. It's real. The only person that can get open is CD. Now, I will say this. Lions were real handsy today. Very handsy.
But I told you they was going to be physical.
You said that, right? But come on, man. You got to do
We only had, I want to say, 3 defensive penalties.
Maybe. And it was like all 3 of them were holding.
I think 1 was a PI and 2 might have been holding.
Yeah. It was like 1. Well, shit, both of them came. Well, 1 was outside. But most of them, I think it was 4 because I think 3 came in the middle. But it was like it was also
one of them was for sure because Alex Anzalone was on Jake Ferguson. So that one was legit.
Yeah.
But a couple of other ones they could have gone either way. I know they called one on Carlton Davis. That was kind of weak. They called one on Vildor. That was kind of weak. And then they called surprisingly, Terrion Arnold didn't get one. I was very impressed.
He should have got one.
For what? That breakup that he had?
Ain't no damn breakup. He almost broke.
He got there when the ball got there. He got there when the ball got there. I don't want to hear none of that.
He had CD Lamb's wrist. He was trying to break that motherfucker.
He got there when the ball got there. I don't want to hear that.
Oh, man. Rico Dowdle had 5 carries for 25 yards. I mean, he averaged 5 yards a carry, but that was at the end of the game. He didn't even really get to run. Why?
I think y'all only had 16 rushing yards.
Because Zeke had 8 carries for 17 yards. Bro, he went into the coach's office and he cried and he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Now go sit your ass down. Matter of fact, send him to the practice squad. Dalvin Cook has to be better than this. My bad. Dalvin Cook has to be better than this. He has to.
I'm surprised he still hasn't gotten caught up yet.
Why are you sitting down Deuce Vaughn?
I mean, that's a small dude, though.
But listen to me. If you're going to get in games like this, who does you better, Zeke or Deuce Vaughn? You're not picking up no blitzes. They running free. So you can't say you're in the game for that.
And which is crazy because Aaron Glenn is not a blitzing coordinator.
He was today.
He was.
Listen, today. He knows, right? He knows I take the tight end and I take the CD Lamb and you have nobody else.
Yeah.
You don't have anybody else. Jalen Tolbert made one good catch today, and he dropped 3.
Yeah, he definitely dropped a big one.
He dropped the
It
big
got right
one.
through his hands.
Jake Ferguson dropped the big one too. He did, which was kind of surprising, but it was just one of them days, man. CeeDee Lamb had 7 catches for 89 yards. Jalen Tolbert had 4 catches for 43 yards. Rico Dowdle had 5 catches for 30 yards. Turpin had 4 catches for 24 yards, and Jalen Brooks had 1 catch for 15 yards. Ryan Flower finally got his first catch in the NFL for 12 yards, got it punched out. Fumble.
Hey, shout out to Brian Branch. That boy had a day.
That's what I was going to say.
Brian Branch had 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a QB hit. That have a day.
Jesus.
Coming back from a concussion. Have a day.
Jesus Christ. Damone Clark led all tacklers with 9 tackles. Man, Damone Clark.
I thought you said Deron Bland was coming back. I didn't see him.
They held him out.
Mm.
He's a full participant in practice all week, and then they held him out.
And
You see,
go ahead.
Trayvon Diggs got beat like a drum.
By who?
All
Jameson?
of them. All of them.
Who was covering Jameson on that deep touchdown?
Diggs, crossing routes.
Hey, but you know what? I like what they did when they did that quick count. They got back to the line.
So the Cowboys, listen, I've been seeing that, and I've been seeing this a lot from them lately. I started seeing it in the Baltimore game. They come up to the line of scrimmage and just stand there.
Don't get said or nothing.
Just standing there like this. And all of a sudden, he snap it, and they gone.
You can't do that with one of the fastest wide receivers in the league.
You can't do that with nobody. This is the NFL. Listen, okay. Happy birthday, Jerry, by the way. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you get cake and ice cream and bourbon all fucking night. That's what I hope. Happy birthday. Bro, this is his fault.
Man.
I don't care what nobody says. This is his fault.
And apparently after the game, somebody asked him, is a coaching change in order? And he said, I'm not considering that. Like, what blind loyalty do you have to Mike McCarthy at this point?
He said this is a shocker. Bullshit. No, it's not.
He said that this was a shocker.
Bro, I'm gonna find it right now. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Let me find it. I'll tell you exactly what he said, man. Tripped me out when I read it. I was like, wait, what?
But a couple of days ago when we did the pregame analysis, man, we really called it pretty much down the middle. We was like, Detroit's gonna have to run, which they did, which will open up the play action, which it did. Jared Goff's gonna have to be clean, which he was. I think you guys only got him maybe 3 times.
I think they only had like 4 pressures and 2 sacks.
So he stayed clean, and then when he's clean, that means no mistakes. So he threw no picks. You know what I'm saying? He took care of the ball, and I'm just like,
this was very concerning and humbling. This was a shocker.
That's your owner, bro. That's your owner. Jerry Jones, man, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm talking to my brother in the car on the way home. And my brother said something, man, and it kind of just solidified the fact that I've been just calling it like I see it for real. He was like, I said, where do you go from here? He was like, just lose and draft the running back from Boise State. And I was like, I'm not talking about that, man. I'm talking about right now. Like, what do you do? He was like, nothing, man. He's like, you got what you got. He was like, they had the opportunity when you saw everybody in your division getting, fuck the NFL, right? Fuck the NFC. When you saw everybody in your division getting better and you did nothing, this is what you get. Everybody got better.
I don't know about the Giants, but
I don't care. Well, they got Malik Neighbors. They didn't have that before.
Yeah, he got a receiver now.
You know what I'm saying? They got good receivers. They just ain't got no quarterback. But you stuck with him. You got to pay him. And then you chose him over Saquon. So, yeah, you get what you get, too.
Yeah, lie in that bed. But
right. But Eagles got better. On paper, they got better.
On paper.
Washington got better.
Everywhere.
Dallas added Eric Kendricks and a long snapper in the preseason. in the offseason. You didn't draft the running back. You didn't draft the wide receiver to the 5th round.
You didn't go
You
sign
drafted-
running back in free agency.
You drafted a right tackle that you moved to left tackle that's on a struggle bus. That right side of the offensive line is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It was getting ate up today.
Terrence Steele was getting destroyed. Even Zach Martin was getting destroyed.
Zach Martin getting up there, though.
He's getting older, man, but it's still, there's no excuse. None of the pressure really came from the left side. It was all the right side.
And the middle a little bit.
In the middle, right? But what they were doing was they were just twisting. Cooper Beebe was picking up his man, right? And that running back that stays behind is supposed to pick up the blitz. They had a man coming free, and the running back would pick him up, and that twist would come around, and that twist would run right by that running back. And I mean scot-free. Just free. And Dak was back there. He's not setting his feet. He's throwing like the interception that he threw, the second interception. First one, he just got fooled. But then did you see Cooper Rush get fooled by the same exact play?
When? On the pick?
On Cooper Rush's pick. The same play. The same coverage, the same play. Right?
I was texting. I was like, hey, Cooper Rush hooping, man. Got down there.
I told you. Yeah. Now they're in the red zone. Told you.
So what is going on with that, man?
Bro, that's play calling. This is another thing bro, when you are there and you looking down at it, we don't have no good seats. You know what I'm saying? We sitting up at the top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You looking down at the game, you get a bird's eye view of it. Your first, I don't even know what to call it, but your first thought process, right, is to look at the screen. But you can watch TV from the crib, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the field. The Cowboys run slants, outs, and corners. That's it. And comebacks. That's it. That's all they run. Mm-hmm. I'm watching the Lions just scheme receivers open. They run a settle picks. They got caught on one, but they run a settle picks just to spring people free.
Yeah, we got to teach you how to set that pick properly.
They sending people in motion to create mismatches. They're doing all these different things just to create these mismatches. I think the Cowboys went in motion 4 or 5 times in the whole game that I counted. I stopped watching after the first half, really. I was just kind of going on my phone. I was texting y'all. By the end of the third quarter, I'm like, well, I can always tell my brother be ready. Because he started getting kind of fidgety, looking around like, bro, I'm not sitting here. So think about it, though, right? Saints scored 43. Ravens scored 28. Lions scored 47 today?
47.
Those are your home games.
Oh, I got a stat for you too about that.
Go for it.
In those 3 home games against those 3 teams, Alvin Kamara had 180 total yards, 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry had 174 total yards, 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lions running back duo had 171 total yards, 2 touchdowns.
What'd that tell you?
Can't stop the run for nothing. Or maybe they just can't stop it at home. I don't know if y'all do better on the, which is crazy because y'all were perfect at home last season. Perfect.
Bro.
Since that loss to Green Bay, 0-4.
That'll change next week. Not next week, but the week after that. They go to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to run the ball down their throat. If they saving Christian McCaffrey for anything, it'll be next week. And then he'll sit out for the rest of the season.
You bring him back for one game?
One game.
You don't
Even
think
though
it makes him good enough?
He the leading rusher in the NFL. Hell yeah, good enough. But they want to annihilate the Cowboys. Embarrass them.
This
but
seems like a hard thing to do this season.
No, it's not, man. Because like your defensive tackle play, again, Mozzie Smith was terrible today. Horrible, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm beginning to realize what it is. If the man is better than him in front of him, there's nothing that he can do. He He has no technique. He has no signature move. He has nothing. It's just he's gonna muscle the dude in front of him. He's in front of Penny Sewell today. What's he gonna do?
Not shit, man.
Smashed. You don't twist him. You don't do anything. Twist him. Do something. There's no creativity with the Cowboys whatsoever. There's none. But this is what you get. Happy birthday, Jerry. By the way, again, happy birthday. This is what you get when you bring these bullshit ass coaches into this organization over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
This is what you get.
This has to be Mike's last year. I mean, it has to be.
This should be my last game.
There should be. I'll let y'all decide that one. Y'all the fan base, right? But there's no way, right? You have no NFC Championship appearances in this tenure, right? I think y'all playoff record 500 or below 500 since he been there. It's got to be below 500, right?
What? Like 2-5?
So, like, I don't understand what attachment Jerry has to Mike when Mike has done nothing.
Yeah, I tell you the attachment right now. The attachment is he got Mike trained and he don't have to worry about no bullshit, right? You don't have to worry about no coach bucking the system, just saying, fuck that. We're going to do what we do. We're going to go out here and we're going to win these football games. Get me these players that I want, Jerry. You understand what I'm saying? Get me what I need in order to win. This bullshit ass coaching staff that you gave me, except for Al Harris. That's the only one I'm keeping. The rest of them, you motherfuckers can go. Y'all can go. Everybody. I'll offensive coordinate and defensive coordinate myself. That's what kind of coach that they need. But like I keep saying over and over and over again, right? No good coach is coming here. No good coach in their right mind is coming in here. If I don't get to choose my own staff, if I got no say-so in the roster, if I don't get this, if I don't get that, what am I coming here for? I'm not coming here to appease you. I'm not coming up here so you can have all the credit in the world. Mm-hmm. That's not what I'm coming for. Mike McCarthy don't even get to talk about his own team. Jerry do. They went to Jerry first today again.
When press conference?
Yes.
He is overly involved, and I like too overly involved. Like I get you're the owner, you're the GM, cool. You don't see Brad Holmes. You don't see Brad Holmes.
Name another one in sports. Name another one.
You could probably say Jeannie Bussin. She don't even be out there like that.
Not like this. Name another one like him.
I can't think of it. Maybe Dan Snyder when he was, but I mean, even still.
But he was in the news for bad things.
Yeah.
He had to defend himself for being stupid. I'm talking about team-wise. Name another one.
I can't across any sport. I can't think of one.
The only one ever has probably been Al Davis. Maybe. And he wasn't this involved.
Don't do that.
Nah.
Yeah,
He wasn't this involved. He said the reason he's the general and the manager because nobody can fucking get shit done the way that I do. What have you got done?
I was just about to say, what have you gotten done? Yeah, you got. So what? He took over the team in '89. Was he there for all 5 of y'all's, or just
the?
Four?
Just the 3.
So he's got 3 rings, right? But none since 95, 96. So you've gone almost 30 years of your 40 owning the team, and nothing to show for it.
You had a good period.
And that's it. You haven't recaptured. Like I would be more understanding if you were making conference championship games, if you were making Super Bowls, right? It's just, you make a Super Bowl, you lose. Obviously, there's, but you made it, right? Dallas is not even doing that. So you can't. Somebody has to tell Jerry, look. He's obviously not listening to the fans.
He don't care. This is the thing about them, right? This is the whole thing. And we've talked about this before. We talked about it on Man Down. We've talked about this a lot. It's hard to tell a person that spent $176 million on an organization that's now worth $12 billion. It's hard to tell him he's losing, bro. Like today, right? A lot of empty seats. Ton of Lions fans.
I could hear it. I
Ton
could
of
hear
Lions.
it on the TV. Let's go Lions, and then the Jared Goff chants. I was like, in Dallas is crazy.
Ton of Lions fans. If I'm right now, if I'm an organization that's coming into Dallas, I would buy up a bunch of tickets under a fake account and just start handing them out to fans. Be like, hey, you on your own with your travel to Dallas, but here you go. Let's fill this thing up. Why not?
I mean, they do it in the Rams stadium. I don't think the Rams ain't got no fan base.
San Francisco do it every week. They go everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, just the way that this whole team was organized, just from the very beginning, like this is the result, though. You're starting to see the results. Like,
so where do y'all go from here? Like, what course of action do you take? Because it's a long season. You guys got the bye coming up. It's a long season, and you got a gauntlet in the next 4 weeks after the bye.
you're gonna get Dak hurt.
He was getting beat up today.
He gonna get hurt.
Check his finger too, because them fingers to the helmets ain't no joke.
He gonna get hurt.
So check that finger information too. But yeah, he was getting.
You can't keep getting him blown up. I don't care what you say. And it's like, what's funny to me, man, is you start reading on social media and stuff, and I read it. I can't help it. It's just like I just can't help it. But you start reading it, man, and you like, it's obvious none of y'all have ever played quarterback before. Tom Brady said it today, though. I did see on the Fox the replay on YouTube, like the highlights. I heard him say it's hard to play quarterback. Like, in order for you to complete passes, to throw accurate passes, you have to keep your feet set and you have to have a clean pocket. And Dak just doesn't have that today. And it was the very next play he threw a pick. And I was like, wow, man. Because watching it there, like the highlights are better, right? Because the camera is so much closer. And you can see what's going on. The pocket was just not clean. He never was really getting his feet set. I think he's afraid to get his feet set. I don't think he want to stick that ankle out there. It's just when the pressure hits and people start falling around that ankle and stuff. I think that's kind of like one of the mental, like I said, one of the mental blocks that you're gonna have to get over. And the last 2 years, right? 3 really, he's had decently clean pockets, decently. Not this year, and you can't just keep saying like, well, we paid him $60 million. Well, nothing changed after you gave him $60 million. What did you think? Did you think like all of a sudden he was just going to be able to carry the entire team on offense and defense just because you paid him $60 million? If you did, you're sorely mistaken. I don't care who you are. You have to have something in order to be successful. You have to. You say, well, other quarterbacks in the league make their players better. Yeah, because them motherfuckers be wide open. That's why they become better. Because we'll just scheme it different, and we'll make them open. We're gonna do something. Just because. I mean, if you bring prime Randy Moss in here to run these slants that the Cowboys run, you think anything would be different? If you bring Shannon Sharp in here to play tight end, you think that tight end seam is going to be any different? No. It's the same thing. The Cowboys' old O-line, you bring that Super Bowl winning O-line in here, you think it'll be different? It's not going to be different. It's just not. Okay, this is strange. What's up, 13? How you doing, man? Happy birthday, my brother. If you Thursday, how you doing, man? Welcome to the podcast. Hey, maybe he liked what he. I don't know, but there's nothing that would be different if you don't coach this thing up the way it's supposed to be coached up. Like this is the result that you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
It's so predictable what they do. First down, run. Second down, try to find a tight end. Third and 6 or longer, try to find CD. If he's not open, fourth down, punt. Over and over and over again. They started out that first drive, should have been a pick, right? But the ball bounced over to Dowdle, right?
Yeah, that was a wild play.
It was wild, right? But then you thinking like, okay, man, ball's bouncing our way today. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is a good start, right? You get the ball down the field, and when they get in the red zone, man, it's crosses and corners. That's it. That's what you, and you could tell that the Lions were so prepared for it. Like they finna run crosses and corners. That's what they finna do. I promise you, that's what they finna do. So in the end zone, you don't get anything. You have to kick a field goal. And then the Lions line up double tight and just run the ball down your throat all the way down the field till they get in the end zone. Like they never changed. It was like once it was a 3rd and 6. Can you? What kind of shoes you want, little buddy? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, 13. What kind of shoes you want, man? I don't know. So
I think that first touchdown drive the Lions had, I think Jared Goff only threw the ball twice.
That's all he had to.
One was incomplete and one was a catch, and then the rest were just runs.
That's all he had to. I agree. Damn Cowboy. For real. I agree. 100%. Damn Cowboy. That's all he had to do. So then in the second drive, you drive the ball back down the field, and my brother was like, CD in a slot, corner to CD. And I was like, see how we play it, right? And all Branch did was follow Tolbert out into the flat and turn his hips and break outside. That's all he did, and break to the corner. And when he broke to the corner, the ball literally just fell right in his hands.
There seems to be some kind of like, I know the media they like to read a lot into things like sideline interactions, but there does seem to be some kind of disconnect between Dak and CeeDee Lamb. Like they're not communicating on the same page anymore.
It's not a miscommunication, Chris. It's not a disconnect. It's just you keep running the same sorry ass plays over and over and over again, and everybody knows what's coming. It's not a secret. If CeeDee Lamb ran a slant and go, it would be crazy how wide open he would be. I mean, crazy, because everybody attacks the slant. If CD ran a corner and just broke back towards the middle of the end zone, he would be standing alone because everybody's running to the corner. And you're not giving your quarterback any type of help doing that. Nothing. There's no pick plays. There's no crossing plays. Once again, Kavonte Turpin just sitting in the middle, 4 or 5 yards away from the quarterback. That's it.
That too. Yep.
Bro, why would you not run Kavonte Turpin just to get the safeties out of there, right? Just to get them out of there.
That is your speed guy.
That's the speed guy, right? You ran a deep route to Tolbert and you ran a fade to CD today. That's it. Ferguson dropped the deep pass. What was it? A corner route. That's it. There's nothing creative about it.
You know what I noticed about Dallas watching them today? And I don't know if it's anything. I don't know if it's just something that I noticed, but like around the league, you hear when you get these mic'd up moments in the huddle, and you hear quarterbacks, recite the play call to the team. It's always long as shit, and it's always like 2 plays. You got one, and you got your kill play, right? The plays always seem long as shit. Today, I literally watched Dak walk up to the huddle, dap everybody up, and after he dapped everybody up, clapped his hands, broke the huddle. What play are you calling that's only that short that you could just, unless it's something that's just predetermined, y'all just got set plays that y'all just be like, all right, we're going to do this, boom, do that, boom. Like, y'all huddles was not long at all.
I
I don't know if that goes into where you talking about like y'all run the same thing so much that y'all just got names for plays and y'all just call it like this. If I'm overreading it, but like every other quarterback I see reciting these long ass plays, and then Dallas is just like, all right, boom, boom, clap, done.
He spends a lot of time at the line of scrimmage calling out protection and changing routes, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does. Have you ever noticed that it seems like they're a lot better when they go into a hurry up offense and he's just calling his own plays?
A little bit.
You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm. Is the OC making the play calls, or is it Mike McCarthy calling?
Mike McCarthy. It's McCarthy. The coordinator is Brian Schottenheimer, and you never would know that, right? Because McCarthy is the one that calls all the plays. They don't really talk to Schottenheimer a lot, nothing. But this is not okay. Think about 2 years ago. Think about Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. That was his offensive coordinator. That offense was pretty creative, wasn't it?
You said 2 years ago. I think they won the division that year too.
That's when he got paid, right? Bro, you hit it right on the head. Know the deal? Like it's crazy how it's just evident. Where do you go from here? Say, Cowboy Nation, Laker Nation says, what's up, guys? Sell his team and get rid of Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and Mike Zim and the rest of the crew in time to rebuild and get Derrick Henry. First of all, I'm not rebuilding for a 32-year-old running back. I'm not doing that. I definitely would not do that. Even though he's playing excellent right now. He's playing excellent in the scheme that he is in. If he came here to Dallas, at least he would fall forward. Instead of 3 yards a carry, we'd be averaging 4, right? He's huge. That's the thing.
He does fall forward really well.
This is the thing I would say about Dak Prescott. The Cowboys run a 2012, 2013, what was his name? Scott Linehan offense that was predicated around Tony Romo. That's the same offense that the Cowboys run now. And Dak Prescott, some kind of way, puts up numbers in that offense. I have no idea how he does it, but he does.
If you got Dak times a game, you
know what I'm saying? If you put Dak Prescott in San Francisco, they're much better than they are now. You put Brock Purdy here, we don't have a win, right? So it's all Mike McCarthy and Zimmer would have been gone after the second game of the season. If I had anything to say about it, Jerry will never sell the team. 179 million purchase, $12 billion that is worth now. He ain't selling it.
What is the profit percentage on that? Like,
but it's nuts. It's nuts. You cannot tell the dude that he's losing. You can't tell him that. You can't.
But for a guy who's like, his goal is to bring championships back to Dallas and restore the glory, but I can't tell by your actions, man.
Chris, is that his goal?
That's what he says.
Win.
He always it's all about winning. He wants championships. He wants to be back on top. That's what he says.
What has he shown you?
He's shown me nothing.
Nothing. Every Cowboy coach since Jimmy has done this or this. That's it. That's all they have done.
The clapper.
That's all they have done. Every coach has been old except for Garrett. One coach has went on to coach somewhere else, and then as a head coach, right? And then come back. None of them. Campo, Garrett went to the Giants for 2 years, and then he got fired from there too. Parcells was 85 when he coached here. McCarthy been out of football for how many years? 5 years before he got this job. He was a Super Bowl winning coach. He won 1 Super Bowl with a prime Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and it'd be hard not to win that Super Bowl.
You ain't lying. It's called a circus delay. You ain't lying. It's a clown show. Dalton Schultz said that. He said it's a circus. He said it's a zoo. That's what he said. He said he didn't know how a real organization worked till he got to Houston because Dallas is a zoo.
I hate that for y'all. I mean, I love it right now because but I because you as a team that has had the talent is supposed to be better than what they've shown. Right? at least for a Lions fan, we had shit teams. We had shit coaching. We just had a shit organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we turned it around. We fixed the organization. We got the talent, and now we're you know what I'm saying the talent equals the results equal the talent, right?
Okay.
For a team that has had the talent for ages, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you guys have. When was the last time you guys had a losing season? It's been a minute, right?
When Dak got hurt in 2020.
Okay, so and then besides that, and then so maybe like 1 or 2 losing seasons over the last 15 years.
We went 8-8 with Romo probably like 10 years in a row. I'm
Technically,
just
it's not a losing season,
but it
but
wasn't.
you guys have had the talent in place year after year, and as a fan base, I think it's worse if you know you have the talent and never produce than if you know that you don't have the talent and you're not producing. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, the fans, I know fans probably don't have as any power when it comes to making influencing the organization, but like y'all got to do something.
So here's the thing, Chris, and it goes back to what I've said previously before, and I'll say it again. And I don't care what people think about it or nothing. We are regular season masters. We have mastered the regular season, except for this year. You haven't mastered this one yet. You probably won't either, to be honest with you. So 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, right? But once the playoffs start, your checkerboard goes in the cabinet and you bring out the chessboard, right? It's going to take schemes. It's going to take game plans. It's going to take adjustments. It's going to take putting these players in positions to win, right? And we don't bring chess players in here because chess players, the next coach that wins the Super Bowl is going to get all the credit for saving the Cowboys. You think Jerry going to allow that shit to happen?
You got to let that ego go though.
Like, he's 82 today.
Stuck in his ways.
That you cannot teach that old dog new tricks. He's too old. He is set in his ways.
And
this is the way this organization is going to go.
Shout out to the fact that he's 82 because I definitely thought he was older than that.
He said we are a Pee Wee team because we coach like one. That's the truth.
Man, I see some Pee Wee teams that coach. I was just at a youth football game last night. It was senior night, and my homeboy's son was playing, and they dogged the team out so bad that the other team quit. They don't even got a mercy rule in youth football, and they quit.
It's just so it's so stale. It's so boring, right? If I can sit, and I'll say it again, if I can sit at the house and call plays 65, 70% of the time, right? Our offensive plays, what makes you think a defensive coordinator can't do it for 90? He getting paid to do it. That's his job. As long as we keep bringing these coaches in here with these old ass schemes, bro, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
McCarthy, when he had Aaron Rodgers, did they run the ball like that? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They threw the ball. That's what they did.
MVP.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Mike Zimmer's defense. The Lions play that shit every year for 12 years. You think they don't know this scheme? You think they don't know this scheme?
Yeah.
They know this scheme.
That was, I mean, going into today's game, like I told everybody, man, like, yeah, I felt like we were going to win. I felt like we should have won. But any given Sunday, we in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't let the emotions of the last time we was in Dallas get the best of us. So I don't know how this game is gonna go. But I will tell you that it going like that was not on my bingo card. That was crazy.
It was on mine if they couldn't stop the run.
I knew that was gonna happen, but I felt like it was.
Let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you something else. Have you noticed that every single loss that the Cowboys have had at home since that Green Bay loss has looked eerily similar to the Green Bay loss?
What, getting ran on,
run on and play action passes? Bro, I'm not just dreaming this shit up. I'm telling you what's happening.
Yeah.
The only reason Baltimore didn't do it is because their pass game ain't like that. They run. That's what Baltimore does,
Yeah.
right? That's just what they do. But any team, if you can run and throw, bro, what did the New Orleans Saints defense give up today? 50 what?
51.
51. How many points did we score against them? 13?
It is any given Sunday.
No, it's not, man. It's not.
I'm
Not in
trying to give
doubt.
y'all some
No, it's
credit,
not.
man. I'm trying to
I'm
give
not
y'all
giving
some
them
credit.
shit. I'm not giving them credit for this. Why?
Yeah.
Chris, I told you. I told all of y'all at the beginning of the season what this season would look like. Oh, y'all crazy. What I say? 4 wins? Maybe 5? You crazy.
Y'all gonna get more than that.
What?
Y'all gonna get more than that.
Look at the schedule.
But-
Chris, where? Have you seen
but-
this schedule that's coming up late
I'm
after
gonna
this?
go look. I'm gonna go look. I know y'all got the Niners out to bye, then the Falcons, then the Eagles, and then the Texans.
And then Washington.
Let me see. Goddamn ESPN.
Bro.
He said it earlier too.
Bro, I said that earlier. You know the deal. I said it, man. Like, supposedly this week he went into the coach's office and expressed his displeasure about not having a lot of touches in these last couple of weeks. Well, he got his touches today. All 2.1 yards per carry.
Looking at y'all schedule, right? So coming out the bye, you got a little bit of a gauntlet. Niners in San Francisco,
Mhm.
Falcons in Atlanta. They're
Mhm.
resurging right now.
Mhm.
Eagles at home, Texans at home.
Mm-hmm.
We know the 49ers always play y'all tough.
Play us tough.
And at home, that's just we might be able to chalk that one up as an L.
Right. I am.
The Falcons, they got a similar running back situation to Detroit. They got 2 good running backs back there.
There you go.
And Kirk Cousins can throw that motherfucker.
Now you're on to something, Chris. Go ahead.
So
talk to me, baby.
And I could see y'all dropping that one too.
Uh-huh.
The Eagles, you guys always play the Eagles tough, and that's at home, but you guys aren't looking good at home this year. But they did just get healthy. They just got their receivers back. So
look at this one, Chris.
That's y'all trying to tank if you do that.
Listen, did you see Cooper Rush today?
I mean, it'll be
Cowboy
like
Nation.
It'll be like the same thing that when Andy Dalton had that first game that he started for Carolina this year. There's no tape on Cooper Rush this year, so it might be the surprise factor.
You saw Cooper Rush today.
That ain't real tape though. That's garbage time.
Nobody
counts that.
You saw it. Listen,
y'all losing to the Texans though. That's there. Yeah,
we won't win any of those games. We may beat Philly. Maybe.
I'm gonna give y'all the Philly one, but Niners, Falcons, and Texans. So in this next stretch of 4, I got y'all going 1-3. Which put y'all at 4-7.
Yeah.
4-6. I'm sorry.
4-6. Where after
now the next stretch of the season gets a little bit easier.
Who?
For you guys.
Tell me.
So you got the Commanders after the Texans.
Loss.
You got the Giants after that.
Win.
So now what? 5-7.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Bengals after that.
Loss.
Really?
Bro,
you think so?
We
they
cannot.
Sputtering right now.
They are sputtering, but watch what they do to the Giants tonight.
I don't want to watch that game. That's I'm glad I'm in here.
Watch.
But then y'all got the Panthers after the Bengals.
We can beat the Panthers. I think so. Yeah, we can beat the Panthers. I do want Chuba Hubbard though. Got who? The Bucks?
Bucks. Now, I'll say this. I don't know who the hell Tucker is, but he looked like the truth.
Oh, the running back for Tampa?
Yes. And then you still got Bucky Irvin.
Yeah.
Bucky Irvin, I think, had 80 today.
Yeah.
Tucker had like a $144.
Yeah.
And Tucker looked like an old school running back. His pass big.
Yeah.
He was just full of contact.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think y'all seeing that one.
Nope.
Then y'all got the Eagles again, and then the Commanders again.
We got to split that, and we're gonna lose to the Commanders twice. So what's that? 5 wins? My bad, Chris.
Hold on. No. Because we said so. One against the Eagles that push all at 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants that push all at 5.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers that push all at 6.
Okay.
And the Eagles.
Can't beat the Eagles twice. You can beat them.
So 6.
6 wins? My bad. I'm 2 off.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. Like, Dallas is one of the teams that you can't. If Cowboy Stadium was
I know he meant to say Diddy's house.
yeah, if Cowboy Stadium was
Daddy's
Diddy's
house.
house, and the Lions were
How much
Diddy.
paper was used tonight?
About 1,000 bottles.
It wasn't 1,000. It wasn't 1,000. But it was.
If y'all had put up a 0, that'd have been 1,000 bottles.
So at least like one of those water trucks.
That'd be
the ones that show up like and they'll like the trucks they use to pump out the waste in them stores, like with the big tank on the back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's full of baby oil today. Full of baby oil. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
For
5-12. Yeah.
For the caliber of team that y'all could be, that y'all supposed to be according to paper, and for the
But where is it on the paper, Chris? This is what we're talking about. He said J-Lo and Diddy's house, cuz. Wow.
Okay.
Where is it on
Maybe
paper?
not on paper like this year. Maybe
Chris,
not on paper.
Chris, okay.
Y'all don't have another receiver besides CD.
Hold that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought. I said no baby oil used. That was rough.
No lube.
No Vaseline. No Vaseline. That's what I should have started up the whole thing with, playing no Vaseline. Damn, I'm glad y'all said it all.
Used to be hard. Real. Now you just wet and soft.
For real. So you have one wide receiver. You have no running back.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 rookies on the offensive line, and your right tackle is absolute trash. Where's the talent?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You let Amari Cooper go because he didn't want to get a COVID shot and he embarrassed you. Like, let's just keep it a buck, right? Mm-hmm. You got a 6th-round pick for Amari Cooper because you was mad. Your ego got hurt. You told Amari Cooper, you better go get a COVID shot. And he told you, hell no. That's your problem. You kept talking about, I want to sign Brandon Cooks. I want to sign Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks blow the roof off things. What do? You run him on curl routes the whole time because you got these bullshit ass coaches in here. Man, this is all Jerry's fault. This is what you get.
100%. 100%.
This is what you get. You talking about you didn't have no money to pay Derrick Henry, but as soon as you signed CD Lamb and Dak Prescott, that broke $28 million open on your salary cap. Why didn't you do that shit in the summertime when you had all the time in the world to sign free agency?
Mm-hmm.
And then you let Tony Pollard go, who got more rushing this year than all of your running backs combined, right?
I think
you let him go
too.
Yeah, you let him go,
right?
And then you go into the draft and you don't draft a running back. Why?
Because any of your running backs have a rushing touchdown this year?
Hunter Lemke.
That's it?
Because he got one, I think. I think he got one in the first game. He did get one in the first game.
Golly.
Think about it, Derek. Think about it, Chris. I'm reading Derek over here commenting. He over here commenting too. Jerry babysitting little kids, cuz Pee Wee team. Well, yeah, they got the talent of a Pee Wee team. That's for sure, right?
I don't know what y'all do from here because as long as Jerry is still in control, the wiggle room is very limited. And I don't think, being an 82-year-old man, you done made all your money through this. You know what I'm saying? You happy because you're rich,
You're everybody's taken care of. Your whole
you good.
Taken care of.
You good. And all you're gonna do is just pass the team down through your family. So the son up next, Steven.
And it might get worse with him.
That's what I've been hearing.
He learned from his daddy.
So, I don't, and it, like you said, like we said a little while ago, like 82, it's really hard to teach an old dog new tricks. There's nothing, and I was gonna ask you earlier. I was like, with Robert Saleh being let go in New York, how would you like in a perfect world if Jerry was to let go? You know what I'm saying? Do you think Robert Saleh would be a good fit at head coach for y'all? Defensive
No,
minded?
no.
Why not?
Why would he? Okay, I got an even better question.
Let the OC actually be the OC instead of
If
your head
you
coach calling the play.
if you were Robert Saleh, would you come here?
If I had got let go under different circumstances, probably not. But if I'm looking for a job and somebody paying, I might.
So here's the question, right? If Mike McCarthy leaves, who would you bring in? Robert Saleh. That's one suggestion. Give me another one.
You guys would probably try to make a play for Ben Johnson, our OC, but he would say no. Bill Belichick,
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
absolutely not.
Bill Belichick would never come here.
You think Robert Kraft told that man anything about? Robert Kraft just ran the team. Bill Belichick draft. I think Bill Belichick was actually the GM and coach.
He was the GM and the coach,
and that's not gonna fly in Dallas.
He would never come here.
That's not gonna, because he's gonna want the same thing. I think when he was getting looked at for some positions after he got let go from New England, he was looking for that.
Remember in Atlanta, he when he almost had that job and everybody thought that he was going to Atlanta, that was one of the hiccups. He was like, nah, I can't, I'm not answering to nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so Bill Belichick is not going to Dallas. Do y'all give Kellen Moore a shot at head coach? It can't get worse. It can't get worse than, man, y'all pulling up some bones.
But you see what I'm saying? It's always an old person. You see what I'm saying? Even Mel, it's an old person. Bro, there are young, talented.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Y'all missed the wave of young coaches from good coaching trees. Raheem Morris, Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel. Who else? Got,
you were one of them young coaches.
Miko Ryan.
Would you come here?
No, and if I was their agent, I would have told him not to go there either. But
I was just Cowboy Nation, Laker Nation. I was just about to ask this question. How about Lincoln Riley?
Lincoln Riley look like he'll be a yes man, though.
I tell you this much: your offense will be better, but your defense will be trash. Look at USC.
Yeah.
Look at Oklahoma. Yeah. Anywhere he's been. Now,
where's he at right now?
USC.
So who was responsible for that Oklahoma ass whooping they just took on Saturday?
Mike, was it Mike? Not by Mike Brady, but what is his name? I can't remember the coach at Oklahoma. I can't even remember. Brent Venables. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if
Texas is like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of scared to see what them boys do. They got Georgia next, I think.
Hey, I tell you what, that'll show you a whole lot.
It'll tell you everything.
It'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yep. But I think but at some point Jerry got to sit down. Jerry got to look at real life. I know, and it's just I hate this for okay. So there's like two different types of Cowboys fans. There's realistic Cowboys fans, and then there's this is our year Cowboys fans, right? I'm not talking to the this is our year Cowboys fans because I hate talking to y'all. I'm talking to the realistic Cowboys fans right now. I feel bad for you guys because until something changes, and that I'm gonna just say it like that, and y'all leave it to interpretation. But unless something changes in that front office, I don't see Dallas doing anything noteworthy for the foreseeable future.
It's not gonna happen. This is the thing, right? Jerry has wanted to prove for 30 years that he could win without Jimmy. You got such a good thing going and take. Why would you give that up?
Yeah, he's on his way to a natty if they can beat Georgia. and that wouldn't do nobody any good. But the second part of that statement is because Jerry loves being.
Jerry, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Jerry need to make a splash move before he loses his fan base. People getting tired of this shit.
You think this will be it? Bring Prime up?
No.
You think Prime would accept it?
Hell no. Prime won't control. He got to have control.
Yeah.
He wants control of the damn media that come into the locker room. What the hell make you think he's not gonna want control of the football team?
So I'm running out of options because honestly, and this is so bad for y'all because this might lock y'all into Mike McCarthy for however many years, right? I don't think anybody's rushing to see that job as an opening and be like, yeah, I'll take that.
I'm gonna tell you this. If Jerry were to do what you said do, if Jerry was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna step back, we're gonna hire GM, right? We're gonna, I'm gonna sit back and because I really want to win a Super Bowl before I die. I'm gonna swallow my pride. I'm gonna sit my old ass down, and I'm just gonna watch us win. It would be amazing how many knocks you would get at the door. Look what Dom said.
Prime for coach.
Prime for coach. What's up, Dom? Y'all need to go to Sports Tea and check it out. She got a good show.
Actuals.
If he did that, there's not a coach in the world that wouldn't want to be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Because realistically, y'all halfway there as far as the pieces to get to that pinnacle.
It's just to be the coach of America's team.
Are
the most Listen, man, we the most popular sports franchise.
You see what I said earlier today?
I saw it, but we the most popular sports franchise in the world. People watch the Cowboy games just to see us lose as many as people watch it to see us win. Yeah. I got a friend right now that's a Giants fan that said his favorite team is the Lions right now. And I'm like, bro, y'all team play tonight. What the hell are you talking about?
Would you be excited to watch that?
She said, I heard the Lions knew America's team, though. They were today. I tell you that. I like what the Lions Foundation looks like. That shit is real.
Man.
It's real. And y'all got a real ass head coach. And I appreciate it. Look.
I love it.
My next probably why not hire the offensive coordinator from the Lions, Ben Johnson? If I'm Ben Johnson, Franklin, I wouldn't come here. Why? Why would you come here? I'm not putting my neck out. I'm not putting my name on nothing that I don't have any say so in. You feel me? I can't choose my own coaching staff. We go into the war room, players to draft and all that stuff. I ain't got no say so in that.
You got no say. And you can tell like this offense is catered to Ben Johnson. It's like we want you guys that you think will fit in your system, in your scheme.
Precisely. Because
look at the plays he draws up, and they're perfect for perfect for Amon-Ra, perfect for Jameson Williams, perfect for Jahmyr Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? These little trick plays, they might look cute on the surface, but think about it. Would those plays work with just anybody you just throw into them?
No.
Or does it work because those players fit for that system?
Exactly.
So Ben Johnson wouldn't even go over there because he wouldn't even be able to get the people that he wants.
Nope, because you're gonna draft what Jerry give you.
Yeah, and then nobody.
You're gonna play with what Jerry give you. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Nobody wants to go into a handcuff situation.
No. Kirby Smart from Georgia head coach. How about him? Now
that's another Mike McCarthy. If I'm being honest,
he's a little older. We need some young blood in here, man. We need somebody that's gonna come in here and be innovative.
Y'all missed the wave when all these young coaches. Yeah, everybody
got some young coaches in college, bro. Lincoln Riley. He was. I don't think he was very far off with this Lincoln Riley thing. I don't.
What can Lincoln?
The
main question is Jerry gonna release the reins? That's what matters. If we can get past that one first, then we can the door opens for whatever possibilities. But it doesn't matter what coach you bring in if they can't do coach things.
The only way that Jerry would ever relinquish this stuff, right? The things that everybody knows that he needs to relinquish. The only reason that he would relinquish these things is if butts stop being in seats and people stop paying for shit. That's the only way. This is like
true.
This is the realest statement that I've read like all
That's
day.
very true.
This is so true.
And I think, and this is gonna sound bad for Dallas fans, and I apologize in advance, but Dallas fans are now in a place where they're paying because they believe in hope. You continue to put the money in because you believe this game is gonna be different. This game is gonna be different. This season is gonna be different. I see it every year when my friends as Cowboy fans. Out here at work, I see it every year when it gets to the playoffs. You know, they talk about the games they win in the regular season, but they don't hold on to it because they like, yeah, we know what's around the corner.
So check this out.
We're gonna make the playoffs, but then it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
So check this out. I heard this on Facebook, and it wasn't on Facebook, it was on TikTok. And it's like the most accurate depiction I've ever heard of the Dallas Cowboys. Said, say you have this dream to own this restaurant, right? You have this dream. You buy this restaurant, man, you know, and it's not a good restaurant, but you're going to put everything into it to make this a great restaurant, right? But you hired this sous chef, and this sous chef comes in here, man, and makes up this menu, bro, and it is on fire. And it is so on fire that you start getting people from all over the world to come to this restaurant. Yep. Your restaurant becomes the most popular restaurant in the world. You got people flying from overseas to your restaurant, everything. But everybody is giving all the attention to your sous chef.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, you want to come into the interviews, you want to come into all these awards he's getting. You standing right beside him and everything, but this ain't his dream. This is your dream. This is your dream. So what do? You get rid of the sous chef.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, you keep bringing chefs in here, and the quality of the food is not the same, but everybody is still attached to what it was.
Yep.
And it doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying, how bad the new chef's food is. It doesn't really matter how mediocre it is or how bad it is or how it's almost as good as the original sous chef's food. It's never quite the same. But at this point, you're just paying for the name.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Dallas Cowboys.
And that's wild.
That's what it is, bro.
That's wild.
That shit, when I was listening to it, man, I was just sitting there and I was just like, damn. He said, that was a beating, coach. Whooping. A whooping. But you need a degree from college associate's degree. So you would transfer to a 4-year university, get your bachelor's degree, and then business entrepreneurship and marketing. I mean, okay. Yeah. But my whole thing is this. Until you bring another chef in, a real one, this is the type of restaurant that you're gonna have.
Yeah. It through the first 6 games for you guys, being 500 at the bye, 0-3 at home. It don't look promising, man. It don't look promising, especially with how the division is shaping up competitively for you guys. I said this before. I said this on Man Down. Washington was my dark horse.
Yeah.
And they're showing that they can be that. They took a loss today, but
they played well.
They played well, and it was against Baltimore, right? So they still 4-2, which is, you know, still 1 game above the rest of the division. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a rough ride for you Cowboys fans for the rest of the season, man. My hearts go out to y'all because I'm waiting to see the stuff on Facebook where the TVs is getting smashed and, you know, the flip outs are starting to happen. I'm surprised I ain't seen no flip outs today because god damn.
I gave up. I just was like, you know what, I'm ready to go home.
I was gonna ask you, like, did you leave early to beat the traffic? Pretty much it was done for.
Third quarter.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Third quarter.
Golly.
Third quarter. It's just not. It's not fun to watch. And then you watching them.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
You watching them just get teed off on. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and then you watching. It's just like Dan Campbell started being super disrespectful.
Hey, I said it in the group chat. I was like, all right, now they being disrespectful. Like y'all gotta chill out.
Super disrespectful.
And what's crazy is, barring the penalties, like them plays would have hit.
Yeah. Super disrespectful.
Taylor Decker almost had that catch in the end zone.
Yeah.
That little hook and ladder to Panay Sewell, had it not been for that illegal lineman downfield, would have hit. I'm like, yo, y'all got Skipper, and that was intentionally petty, because Dan Skipper is the one that didn't report.
From last year.
Yeah,
last year.
You put him at wide out.
Yeah. And was about to throw him a screen.
Yeah. Like,
okay, Frank. Let's talk about this.
That's a good question.
What are we rebuilding?
You gotta understand, rebuilds take time, though, right? So rebuild is gonna be like overnight.
You're putting pieces together, especially on your offensive line. You need one more piece because Zach Martin is
up there.
As sad as it is, right? Because he's probably one of the best guards to ever play the game. He's going to the Hall of Fame, that's for sure, right? It's sad. It's sad to say that Tyron Smith went away. He's in New York now with the Jets. He probably won't play much longer. Zach Martin won't play much longer. You've quietly rebuilt this offensive line. You thought you had a good right tackle, right? In Terrence Steele. He tore his knee up. He just has not been the same since. I think you have a pretty good center in Cooper Beebe, right? You have a all-pro lineman in Tyler Smith. And then Tyler Guyton, he's a rookie. He's just gonna need some work. I think your best move is to move Tyler Smith to left tackle, move Tyler Guyton to right tackle, which is what position he played in college anyway, and move TJ Bass to left guard. And I think your offensive line situation is fixed. You can rebuild also in free agency. You can go get a quality running back in free agency. Everybody does it.
Can't be afraid to spend no money though, man. Because I mean, what
Jerry ain't afraid to spend money? Well, yeah, Tyler Guyton's hurt. That's why he's on the bench. He's hurt.
Well, he's not afraid to spend money, right? We didn't see the CD contract and the Dak contract, but he's not spending money on nothing new. At this point, you're probably right.
I hate Isaac. Isaac, that's my boy, man. We work together. Isaac is crazy, man. I mean, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. The only thing, man, he's a rookie. And one thing that he is going to have to learn, he's 6'8" and he's handsy. You cannot be handsy at 6'8". You're too long. Your arm, you stick your arm out, your arm is long as hell. The referees are going to see it. I promise you.
Immediate flag.
It don't matter if you just touch his chest like that. They're going to call holding on you because your arm's too long. But he's playing out of position. Move him to right tackle. And I think your line situation is solidified. I do. I think that would work. Plus, if he does miss a block or something, Dak would see that in his face. Tyler Smith has to play at left tackle. He has to. You notice the left side of the defensive line today, they didn't get much penetration. Tyler Smith kind of had that sewed up.
Yeah, right? I think the only thing that happened on the left side was maybe like a corner or safety blitz.
That was it.
Anything off the line was pretty much taken care of on that left side. The right side was where he was getting jacked up at.
Bro, and the bad part about it is you see that shit coming. That's why he was off balance. You see it coming. You adjusting your feet, trying to throw. You're not getting your feet set, and you're going to float some balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Rookie mistakes that can be corrected. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. But that Terrence Steele experiment, man, I know you paid him, but hey, man, it's kind of like that same thing with San Francisco. You just eat your losses and just walk away from it. Be like, you know what, man, we good. We'll see you later. Maybe we can get a fifth or sixth for you.
I think Jerry is too prideful though, because at the same time, right? We said it. He's the one in the war room making the picks. He's the one that's making the calls, right?
Right.
So to say that, yeah, I fucked up with this,
He
I
got
fucked up
paid.
with this idea, right? I fucked up with this. Jerry's not gonna say that. Jerry's
No.
not gonna bite the bullet on the mistake that he made. He gonna ride that mistake until it either is injured and he don't gotta pay him no more, or until it somehow ends up panning out. But Jerry's not gonna admit that he made a mistake.
That's unfortunate.
John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan can be like, okay, yeah, we fucked up with the Trey Lance joint. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna chalk it up to the game and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. All right, man.
He said, let's trade Zeke and Tyler Guyton for Derrick Henry. Yeah, I don't think Baltimore is accepting any calls on Derrick Henry.
Man, I wish it was that easy.
That sounds like a Madden trade with the trade
with the trade thing.
Trade logic turned off.
Yeah. Got the logic gotta be off.
Trade logic is turned off on that one.
Ain't no logic for that shit. All right, man.
It's gonna be a rough stretch. You guys gotta get healthy. But it's gonna be a gauntlet though.
So at the Micah Parsons should come back. Okay. How did Lou Fowl play today? Thoughts on him? This is the thing, All City, that I will say about the Cowboy linebackers from now on. Until you get good defensive line play, you can never really you can't really get a true gauge on the linebackers if they got defensive linemen sitting in their lap. You got to fight through the defensive lineman. You got to fight through whoever's blocking them. Then you got to fight through the man that's assigned to block you just to get to the ball. Because your defensive linemen are just getting knocked off the ball that much.
Yeah. It seems like hands is not getting put on running backs until they're already at the second level.
That's why I told that dude, man, that's what dude's sitting right there. He's like, great hit, Donovan Wilson. That was a great hit by Donovan Wilson. I said, yeah, 12 yards down the field. And he just kind of looked at me like this.
Motherfuckers trying to find small wins, Corey. They trying to find small wins, bro.
Brags about being, hold on, everything. He does. He does. One thing about Parsons, though, is that he will give you some pressures on the quarterback. Like Jared Goff back there today was just standing in the pocket clean as hell. Parsons will give you 1 or 2 pressures. He'll give you that. He's good for that. Is he gonna miss 5 tackles? Yeah. Is his stat line gonna be sorry? Yeah. But he'll give you 1 or 2 pressures. He will give you that. I still think Micah Parsons should be a third outside linebacker. It should be Overshown and Lou Fowl kind of switching in and out. Eric Kendricks in the middle. I think that hurt today too, Eric Kendricks being out. But Damone Clark didn't play bad. He had 9 tackles. And Micah Parsons as your outside linebacker. Those should be your 3 outside linebackers. And Sam Williams was supposed to be that other defensive end, but he went out in preseason. At what point do we blow it up? Shit, today, Larry. Shit, today. Shit. Start with the coaching staff today.
This Sunday night game is so sorry.
What's the score?
It's 7 minutes left in the game, and it's 10-7 Cincinnati.
Wow.
That game is so sorry.
But that's another team that let their running back go and their best wide receiver. No. He tore his ACL in training camp. He tore his ACL before they even went into pads in training camp. He tore his ACL like on a non-contact injury in training camp. He's still there though. To be honest with you, man, he never got in trouble for that car crash. He didn't.
I will say Jerry Money working mysterious ways.
Well, kind of like what's his name didn't get in trouble for his car crash yet.
Which one? Rasheed Rice?
Rasheed Rice. Yeah, I think Sam
his court date is in December.
Yeah, I think Sam Williams was doing the exact same thing. He was driving fast, but it was a single car crash. But he had weed in the car. Yep.
Yeah, them Dallas boys, boy, I tell you. Them Dallas boys don't love
it. All right, Chris.
Man, thanks for having me again.
Man, I appreciate you coming, man. I do.
I had to, man. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I ain't do no crazy gloating like I've been wanting to do because I've been waiting for this game. As soon as they release the schedule, I've been waiting on it. But that's reserved for this is our year Cowboys fans. So I talk shit to them. But for my realistic Cowboy friends like you, I got a couple other ones, man. It's nothing but love and respect, man. It was a good game. I'm gonna say that just out of sportsmanship. It was a good game. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll bring you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at y'all for the rest of the season though. See what these injuries look like getting towards the meat of this season.
For sure.
And you guys do got a hell of a schedule coming up. So like I said, the next 4, we both got them going 1-3 over the next 4. So
yep. So I'll be on. Well, I'll do stuff throughout the whole bye week and then into the San Francisco game, and then I guess next is Zoe. They come on.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna be in the comments for that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be. Damn, you got a show with damn near everybody.
I do.
You got a show with me. You got a show with Zoe.
2
shows with Brittany. If y'all play it like that,
yeah, got to. Especially because if one team got to win, and whoever wins gonna be pissed off. So hell yeah, you coming back the next time? I need my redemption.
Yeah, I don't think y'all play the Chiefs this year though. Nah. So
we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about
it. Yeah. So y'all you got most of the man down panel this season. So
I know it. Oh man. I really don't want to do this Falcon show.
You got 3 weeks for it, so you got time to mentally prepare. You got time to, you know what I'm saying, make peace. You know, make peace with your demons. You know what I'm saying. Make a plea to Jerry. You know, send a letter, send an email.
Man, I'm man. You know, the Star is like 10 minutes from my house. I'm gonna be knocking on the door every day. Every day, I'm gonna knock on the door. And be like, Jerry, we need to talk, dog. We need to talk. We gotta do something.
Gotta do something.
Cowboy fans tired, bro. We tired.
I'm tired of hearing y'all being tired.
We just want to win. Just give us something to cheer about. You notice how Cowboy fans these days we were saying, like, just get to the NFC Championship game. Damn the Super Bowl. We ain't even worried about that. Yeah. Just get to the NFC Championship game. That's all. That's all.
What Denzel said in Malcolm X? That boy is starving.
Bro. It's crazy.
Fan base is starving. But trust me, if anybody knows starving fan bases,
I know.
It would be me. So.
But the thing about it is, though, is that we watched y'all turn it around
and get to the NFC Championship.
There's a blueprint for it. We just can't follow that blueprint. Can't.
Jerry don't want to follow that blueprint because it goes against the beliefs that he has.
Precisely.
So y'all in for a while, man. If y'all do make the playoffs, man, it's gonna be interesting. But looking at that schedule,
no, it won't be interesting. I tell you what, if we make the playoffs, that means we got to win some of these games that we're not online to win right now, right?
It starts with San Francisco.
That'll build some confidence. And you'll see coming up in these next 2 weeks, I'm gonna build it to where that San Francisco game is supposed to be that. None of these games matter. That San Francisco game is the game that matters.
I think that's a real bit.
I don't think so because it matters now because you took an ass whipping. That'll matter next year. But San Francisco, you owe them one.
Y'all owe them a couple.
We owe them a few.
Y'all owe them a couple.
We owe them a few. Because that last year, that shit was embarrassing.
Yeah. On prime time. Y'all on prime time again.
Oh yeah. But you owe them one. You owe them a big one. Detroit will matter in 2025. It will. Today, you know what I'm saying? You were the fish on top. They owed you one. Today, they owed us one.
Yeah.
Because of the shit that happened last year. Now, hell yeah, man. Now you owe them one for sure. Yeah. They embarrassed you. And then Dan Campbell out there fucking trolling and shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. They better be on the schedule next year. You owe them one for sure. If not,
y'all gotta come to the crib because this is 3 years in a row that we don't play.
Don't matter. If we come to the crib, we owe y'all one at the crib too.
Man,
Hell yeah.
good luck.
But San Francisco been whooping your ass in the playoffs and last year on primetime TV Sunday night game. I had a party, ordered pizza, wings, all types of shit. And they came in here, man, and whooped our ass.
I'd have told everybody, get the fuck out.
Up.
I'd have kicked everybody out.
Bro, by the fourth quarter, I was sitting there by myself. I'm talking shit. I was hot. People like, we finna go. Like,
oh man.
Hell yeah. You owe them one. You owe them a fat one.
Hey, shout out to the Lions on the 2024 redemption tour.
They own it.
Yeah, we got the Seahawks up out of there. Got the Cowboys up out of there. Now we got to go get the Niners in week 17, baby.
Y'all owe them one too.
We owe them one bad. So,
yeah, y'all owe them one. Well, I'm gonna check y'all out for the rest of the season. I like it. I like what y'all doing.
Yeah, you can go ahead and run behind the wagon, dog. It's all right. I know it's all right.
The ice cream sweets. That shit made me mad.
I'd have been on my banking app refuting all them charges.
For real. For real.
Like, I'm not putting no money towards this bullshit.
Shit. Bro. All right, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the last end of this little piece of shit Sunday night game.
I'm gonna check it out too, bro.
3 minutes left, 10-7, and Cincinnati got the ball.
All right, everybody. I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll talk about this bye week, what we can do different, what we can't do different, man. I mean, shit, everything. Blow it up, like Larry said. Blow that shit up. And then we'll build up into this San Francisco thing. And I'm telling you, I appreciate you, Laker Nation, Cowboy Nation, Laker Nation, man. I enjoyed having you on here, man. I appreciate you a lot. Just to show like how much this San Francisco game means, just coming from the playoff game 2 years in a row and then leading up into the game last year, just how like this is almost like, and not even a must win, like this is personal and they should definitely take it personal, right?
I think it actually does qualify as a must win. I think if you don't win this San Francisco game, that puts you at 3-4, running into like we said, a gauntlet of games after that.
Yeah,
like, there's no room for mistakes. There's no room for errors. Like I think you're at must win territory now.
I think if you lose to San Francisco, I think the season is it's over. Even at 3-4, it's over.
I think you can bounce back the week after. Oh no, because that's because it's Atlanta after that. If y'all drop San Francisco and Atlanta, panic button.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed. All right. Catch the game, bro. I appreciate having you on here.
Appreciate it, man.
I hope Dalvin Cook does play. We'll talk about that more next week too. Cowboy Nation, Laker Nation, tune in to me. I'll be on Wednesday. Tune in to me. I'm gonna talk about that too, because something's got to give with that. Been a damn month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris, man. Thanks again, bro. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace out.